What is up? My name is Aaron, and today we're doing a couple lap race around Nordschleife. Today we're driving the 1979 Opala. These cars are kind of like a Brazilian muscle car in comparison to the American muscle car. So yeah, let's get right into the race.
2 laps, 20th place. Okay, Aaron, get ready.
Alright, so we're starting back of the pack here.
Go, go, go!
These cars only have 4 gears, which actually kind of makes them nice to drive, because like they're not going terribly fast, so these cars are actually fairly easy to control. I was doing some testing on here last night.
3 wide, you're on the left.
Which kind of gave me the inspiration to make this video.
Still there. Still there.
I do notice when I gas it in second on corners, I tend to end up drifting a little bit.
Right. Right side's clear.
But it's
Good
a very
start. Keep it
easy
up.
controlled drift.
Left side. You're on the right, 3 wide. Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
The 22 car here just tried to put me off the track, so you see me turn into him a little bit. Wow, he's getting loose.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left. Left side. Clear left. On your left. Clear left. Car left.
So far, out of all the cars I've driven on
Clear
Automobilist
left.
2, these actually seem to be the easiest.
On your right. Clear right.
I did forget the racing line on. Generally for Nordschleife, I turn off the racing line.
The gap to Giaffoni in front is now 0.5.
Might be able to get a couple positions here.
Car right. Still there. Still there.
Trying to
Right
avoid
side's
being
clear.
tapped. If I get tapped right now, I'm going to spin. I don't got any room to get through here. If we go 3 wide, one of us is ending up in the wall.
Car left.
I'm trying to cut down
Still
by
there.
163 here.
Hold your line. He's still the clear left.
It's low-key kind of refreshing to be in a bit of a slower car compared to the
Car
GT3.
Clear right, car right. You're on the left, 3 wide. You're in the middle, 3 wide.
This past week I was
Clear
playing
left.
Red Dead Redemption
Clear all
2
round.
because I kept wiping out the GT3 cars, so I figured I needed a small break.
Car left. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Car left.
Oh,
Still there.
trying to save it. There we go.
Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
In these cars, I'm basically tapping the brake just as much as
On your
the
left.
gas here.
Still there. 3 wide, you're on the right. Left side. Clear left.
These cars are a little bit easier to rotate when you hit the brake. Whereas some of the classes I've been racing, you basically go full tilt into your corners.
Car left.
Oh shit!
He's still there.
I was trying to get past number 9. I did
Clear
kind of
left.
knock him off the track a little bit there, but it was him or me. Still trying to get past 163 here.
Right side.
There we go. I
Hold
got to
your
pass
line.
him here. So far we're up to
Hold
4th
your clear
place, so
right.
not too bad. But if I do get up to 1st, it's to maintain for the 2nd lap. That's going to be the issue.
Car right.
Oh, this could get
He's
bad a
still
little
there. 3
fast
wide, you're in
here.
the middle. Clear left. Right side. He's still there. He's still there. Still there. Still there. Still clear all around. Left side.
I had to
Hold
brake
your line.
real hard into there.
Clear left.
Whoa, I got a little bit of a drift going on. Carousel could be fairly tricky with these cars. From this point on, I basically just got to take it easy and try to maintain a decent speed. It does feel like these cars are quite slower to what I'm normally racing, but at the same time, AMS2, I find it hard to like gauge my speed based off of visual, which is a general issue around most sim racing games. It's very hard to gauge your speed. Car keeps wanting to drift anytime I go down to 2nd, as I was mentioning earlier.
The gap to Alves behind is increasing. It's now 3.0.
So far, so good. I can't remember if I've actually won a race on this title yet or not, because anytime I do get close to winning, I tend to get wiped out. So this could actually be my first win. But I've been driving Nürburgring literally since the first day I picked up AMS2. It's kind of my go-to testing ground for most cars because basically any car you take onto this track will find what's wrong with the car. Since I'm on the straight, here's a little sound profile of the car from the outside. Right now I'm just ripping it, basically full speed. Alright, we're going back into the cockpit view.
One more lap to go. Stay focused. Come on, Aaron. You're in the lead.
Gotta brake real hard here. Gonna start gearing down. I actually started gearing down pretty late there.
You're locking your front right.
Yeah, I know I'm locking my front right. At this point, it's all about keeping the lead. Based off of the mini-map, I would say I got 2 to 3 seconds.
The gap to P2 behind is now 6.3 seconds.
Oh wow, not actually that bad. In all fairness, Nürburgring and Daytona are like my 2 most driven tracks. And these low-key kind of handle like a 70s NASCAR, even though I don't think that's what AMS was going for. Speaking of NASCAR, make sure you stay tuned, because later on today, after this video is posted, I'm going to be racing Gen 1 NASCARs, which I think are the 1980s NASCARs. I've already tried the 1990s NASCARs on Daytona, and that was a shit show. So that video is going to get linked at the end of the next video, just so that you guys can compare the two. I have no idea what to expect out of the 1980s NASCARs. All I know is power steering is non-existent, and neither is safety. Gotta brake hard here. There we go. Like, to me, it doesn't really feel like I'm gaining any speed, but as you can see from my lap times, they are improving as I get further through the course. Generally, when I release these Nürburgring videos, I tend to expect a shit show to happen, but that doesn't seem to be happening this time around. Although I am only like a quarter of the way through the second lap, so I might be speaking too soon. But yeah, the inspiration to actually drive this car on this track literally came from last night. I was just hooking up the sim rig. I wanted to do a little bit of testing, get back into the groove since I haven't raced in about a week before I get the NASCAR video done. And I actually found myself enjoying this car, so now we're here. Right now I have just over 72 hours played, so if you're new to AMS, I would really suggest grabbing this 79 Opala because it is fairly easy to control. I did mess up that corner as I was talking, because talking while I race isn't really my strong suit, but neither is talking while I'm editing, so I'd rather just do it live. Oh, I went for a fifth and there is no fifth. When I ended up off the track, I think the other guys started gaining a little bit. I could actually see them in my mirror. Looks like we might actually have a fight for the lead. So what would you guys prefer? Me talking during the editing process, where I don't talk at all during the actual gameplay, or just doing it live? Because a lot of the time when I'm doing it live, it's just topics that roll off my mind. I don't really plan anything, I just go for it. The only thing I really plan is the car and track combo. And even then, a lot of that's unplanned too. Looks like Hoffman and Alves are catching me. Oh, I had a little bit of a drift going on. I like this section of the map because it's fairly easy for me, but I notice a lot of people when they're racing, they screw up that corner.
Alves is closing the gap.
It's like they don't really expect it to corkscrew uphill. Gotta be careful through here. The second gear is very touchy in this car. I do feel like the field was actually very easy to pass this time around, which I think the difficulty between the cars is actually different. Rather you have it on 85, 90, it doesn't matter because each class of car just feels like the AI are different. And as I said earlier, I usually turn off the line for Nürburgring, so between having the line and somewhat knowing the track, like, it kind of put me at an advantage, I feel. But the race isn't over yet, so if it is a win, I'll take it. Something else that I've noticed, which actually kind of threw me off a little bit, is after playing AMS2, every other game feels weak in the force feedback, even on the Moza wheel. Maybe I'm just too spoiled. Really, I feel like the only thing that could be an upgrade possibly to AMS2 would be iRacing, and I am not throwing money into that pit. In my opinion, iRacing charges way too much for the cars, way too much for the tracks, considering you're paying a subscription. Subscription games should come with the content.
The gap behind is now 2.9.
I think a lot of the reason why they get away with that type of shit is because of gaming laws. Like, in order for us to start getting good games, not just simulators, but like good games in general, I think there has to be some laws changed, because a lot of these guys release their game in early access and then it's broken all the shit. You can't even play the game. Like, what's the point in paying for early access if you can't even play the game? Just for the game to be a complete write-off when it actually gets released. Kinda got a little bit distracted there. I was pretty much hardlining third gear for a sec. I think this is the second carousel. The second carousel isn't as rough as the first. The first one has a bit of an angle to it. So if you go in on the carousel and then, like, your right tire goes up over the carousel, on the first one, you're probably going to end up in the wall. Just for oversending it. A lot of people send it through there, so it's very easy to slip out of the groove. Anyone that drives through carousel on Nürburgring knows exactly what I'm talking about. This is actually going very well for me. Just gonna keep ripping up through here. Let off the gas a little bit. Third gear. Okay, I gotta go into second for this. Try not to spin. Alright.
You won. Fantastic drive. Well done, Aaron.
I think that was my first win in this title, so I'll take it. I do feel like I could turn up the AI a little bit with these cars, but as I said, it feels like the difficulty changes between cars no matter what you have the setting on. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. I honestly expected more crashes out of this, but didn't happen.